When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Outside. Watch out. 41.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a first carry for the fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The Niners at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
from the 44-yard line. Here's second down and 8.
Outside. Yellow. Up.
Purdy now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Credit good coverage there in the pass breakup to Pat Surtain. We can look at this Bronco defense. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Get set. Get set. Yellow. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow.
Here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Yellow.
Now Purdy. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, first and 10. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Watch out. Do not.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Bombers. Over section. Ready.
Throwing Nix. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Nix to the air. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable now for Woodson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they can get the end zone here again, CD, they can grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yellow.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Purdy looking to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Go. Yellow. Stop.
Purdy from the gun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
18. Watch out.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Completes this one to Pickens. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
21.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
18, watch out!
Here we go with McCaffrey. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Back to throw now on first down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from 21 yards away. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hold on, son. Ready.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hey, kill.
To throw is Nix. Trying to lay one up deep. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 43 yards. First down, Denver.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. One man on the backfield. That's McCoy. They'll go play action with Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw, here's Nix. Touchdown, Broncos! Cortland Sutton from 19 yards away. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Mitch Wishnowski set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him from Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now it's Nix. He sets up the screen to Jones. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
In motion right goes Sutton. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Nix from the shotgun.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They're going. It's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let the return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Watch out!
Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Outside! 18! Watch out! Yellow. 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 Motion. Stop.
Purdy now to throw. Got an open man. It's Pickens. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jones on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
The shotgun is Jones.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Nix.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Nix. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Get set, get set. Watch out. Go ahead, go ahead.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Watch out! Yellow. Stop!
Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 24 yards.
Outside! Watch out! Stop!
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Bates' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And Nick Bosa is so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing Nix. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Nix to the air. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
2nd and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Watch out!
Good move. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Get set, Yellow. 18. Here we go. Yellow. Up.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up and keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. He completes this to Sutton. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. He'll look to throw. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Well, the defense circling now, 4th down and 7. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Yellow.
Here's Purdy to throw. That's caught downfield by Pickens.
Now San Francisco, they call their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Get set, yellow. 18, watch out. Yellow.
Purdy to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
He's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
They'll come up now on second down.
Outside. 18, watch out.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Get set, get set. Yellow, hang around, up. Yellow. Start.
Purdy with one final shot here.
And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they have, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for San Francisco,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.